Have you meditated?
No.
First, I want to talk a little bit about stuff I've been talking about often, because people are starting to ask questions about what's going on around them these days, and I want to clear up a few things, because a lot of people are having just random emotional ups and downs, girls and guys, not just girls. And it's getting to a point where it's you don't really know where it's coming from, why it's happening, and all these questions are coming about. It's simple, this is happening for everybody, whether you like it or not. The ease of how it's going to go down depends on how much resistance you're going to give it. So the more that these negative emotions are coming up, because all that's happening is your karma is getting cleared, your negative emotions that you've repressed for so long, the people that you hated, that you've neglected, dealing with, all of these things that have been shoved down so far for so long are now finally starting to arise, and you're having to deal with them, right? So it all stems back to the ego, and the ego is what I talk about almost every day here. Ego is not just being a cocky person who talks about how much they can lift in the gym or whatever. Ego is everything that's false about who you are. So the idea of solidifying your identity based on your material possessions, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your job, anything that's on the outside that isn't you, including your personality and all these other things that you feel are you, but they're not. So you create this identity of yourself, and anytime it's changing, you're not going to like it, right? So these ideas of you may not want to be friends with certain people anymore, you may not want to do the things that you used to be interested in anymore, you may not want to be in the job that you used to be in anymore. All of these things are showing you that your false ego that has held onto you for so long no longer wants to be there, right? So you have to embrace it, because it's the true you that is finally coming out and finally showing itself. So if you're resisting it, it's just going to be, it's not like it's not going to happen, it's just going to be shitty, because it's still going to happen. You don't really have a choice if it's happening already. So clearing all of these things, losing identity with your material possessions, people, your friends that you've held on for so long that serve no benefit to you, just very negative, jobs that have no addition to your life at all, just you waste your time, you're bored, whatever. These things are things that you need to change. It's just very simple. So to help in this process of this awakening or waking up or wakefulness or whatever to the awareness that everybody has, you're going to have to deal with these things. And if you don't, it's going to be shitty. That's simple. So